What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. And in this moment, I want to discuss something that I woke up thinking about my Philadelphia Eagles, right? And I started to really dig into this Kellen Moore situation. And I think I've predicted something. I think several people have predicted something. Is Kellen Moore the insurance policy for the Philadelphia Eagles? Because I tell you this, I cannot get past this season that Nick Sirianni let slip. I don't know what he's good at besides establishing a culture, and he failed at that. And I like Nick Sirianni. I really do. I like the wannabe tough guy mantra because he's not a tough guy. But I like the fact that he tries to buy into Philly. Sometimes I feel like he tries to buy in a little too hard. But I just wanted to know, like, what does Kellen Moore do differently that Nick Sirianni does not do? And I will have to say, in a time of crisis, right? This is why I think my prediction is this. First off, let me get it off my chest. My first prediction is Kellen Moore is an insurance policy to Nick Sirianni. My second prediction is Kellen Moore will have his first NFL head coaching job with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'll tell you why. Because in the heat of the moment, when Nick Sirianni had no answers, every week showing up, literally saying that we're going to work on this and do this. We didn't play to the standard, right? All this BS. What did Mike McCarthy do when he let Kellen Moore go? He took over the offense. So one thing we know, he was good at what he specialized in. Kellen Moore specializes in offense. And I think that Kellen Moore has had enough experience. I think he's had more experience than Nick Sirianni. Now, he doesn't have experience as far as deep playoff runs and making it to the Super Bowl. That is where Nick Sirianni trumps him. But I will say that I think that because of his mixed, blended experience with a dual threat quarterback in Dak Prescott and also a standard prototypical quarterback in Justin Herbert, I think that he's going to combine those experiences, all of the knowledge he's gained from that, and I think that he's going to produce one of the best offensive schemes under Jalen Hurts, whatever the running back is, whoever the running back is, Dallas Goedert, right? A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. He's never had this type of potential, this type of firepower. And I can only imagine how excited he is to do his job. I feel like Nick Sirianni lost that excitement because of the pressure, because of Philly fan base, period. Like, we will not spare whoever the coach is, whoever the quarterback is, whoever anybody on the field is that is not producing for us. We are maniacs. And anybody that's an Eagles fan, if they're listening to this, they will attest. We may not be as crazy as some of the fans who look for fights and look to beat up on opposing teams. No, I'm not that crazy. But we are very obsessed with our team because of all of the love and like everything we pour into just believing that this team is kind of like all the city of Philly has. Okay. And I just feel like that ownership, Roseman and Lurie, I think that they are puppet masters. And I think that they were stringing along Nick Sirianni as the faceless owner, right? They were stringing him along as the do boy. Hire this person, fire this person, fire this person, hire this person, demote this person, promote this person. So it's like, I think that they are bearing responsibility for all of that. And I think that's why they are giving Nick Sirianni another season, because they don't want to be looked at as the North Carolina Panthers. They don't want to be looked at as an organization that fires coaches after taking them into deep playoff runs and making it to the Super Bowl. That's what I think. And I think that the Eagles collapsed so bad that they have neutered Nick Sirianni. He does not get to tell the DC nor the OC what they can and can't do. Only thing he can do is make game time decisions when it comes to the plays, but he cannot tell them how to run their schemes. And as a head coach, you have no power in the draft. You have no power with your OC and your DC, right? And they have all the power of the position coaches. So at the end of the day, like, what are you going to be good at, Nick Sirianni? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't want him to lose his job. I just want to know that I would like to know that if this situation presented itself, how will he handle it differently? You know what I'm saying? I believe that Kellen Moore would have done what Mike McCarthy did, right? Mike McCarthy took over play calling, made Dak have an MVP caliber year. And it just looks like Kellen Moore, he looked like he made the right decision by letting him go. Nick Sirianni here, when everything was in shambles, the team went to shit, players having mixed mood and emotions towards the coordinators. What did Nick Sirianni do? He let it slip. He steadily let it slip, showing up every week saying that we got to play like this, we got to do this better, and there was nothing implemented. The players tuned him out. And I think that now the players know what's really going on. The players know that you don't have the control, so they aren't going to give you that proper respect that you need, because Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman hired you to be a puppet. So that means that they never really had faith in you as much, and they damn sure don't have it now after seeing that and literally stripping you of all of your rights, your control, like everything. So I'm just curious, man, and I think that Kellen Moore is going to show that he's ready. He keeps his head down. The way the players are talking about him already, he's already contacted the main offensive key players, and he's just excited to do work. You know what I'm saying? And a guy like that, man, it says something, man, when you can get jobs back to back. And I think the only reason that Kellen Moore did not stay with the Chargers is because Jim Harbaugh just won his own crew. But without a doubt, man, I think that Kellen Moore is going to show do great things with this offense, and he's going to show why he should be a head coach. And once the Eagles see how the players gravitate towards him, if the Eagle players gravitate towards him, which I think they will, because one thing players like, they like stats and they like winning. And I think that Kellen Moore is going to be able to provide that. It's going to reignite them, rejuvenate them with that winning, the juices, the flows, you know what I'm saying, just the feel of the game. And with the passion that AJ Brown has, Devontae Smith has, Jalen Hurts has, man, you got to just love the way this season is going to go. And it's funny to me because you still got these doubters out there like Skip Bayless, Dracula face ass, going out here talking about the Eagles are in shambles. Well, I tell you this, no matter how much these players may have not liked Jalen Hurts' standalone actions and his stoic ways, they never threw him under the bus. They never did what the Dallas Cowboy players did to Dak Prescott. They have respect for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has proven as a youth, as a second rounder entering the league, taking over the organization, that he has what it takes. And the guy got us to the Super Bowl. You don't forget how to play. You may lose your mind and get sidetracked a little bit because of the new money, the new lifestyle. That's acceptable. That's understanding. But Jalen Hurts is going to rise above all, and he's going to show that he is that dude. And all of these networks that are playing with him, all of these people who are saying he's overrated, everybody, I saw the QB rankings. I think they had him like 19 or 20. I was like, bro, what the hell is this? Like, you guys think that low of Jalen Hurts because of one bad season? And in the NFL, there has been quarterbacks who literally have had several down seasons, who literally stay injured. We got a guy that's durable, giving it all he has on a gimpy knee, and still averaged the touchdowns. I think he got 1 or 2 more touchdowns this season versus the Super Bowl season. Like 1 or 2 more. Now, the turnovers were ridiculous, but when you are telling a guy to pretty much go out there and make something out of nothing, run to the right, and hold the ball for 20 seconds and throw it out of bounds, it's only so much you can do. And some of these throws that he was making were forced, but I think that he was disconnected. I think that the players were disconnected. I think that so much went on to where it just wasn't fun. And that's why I think Nick Sirianni lost his job, because Kellen Moore is going to keep it afloat. He's going to keep the rhythm, the flow of things. He's going to make it fun all the time. So much motioning, so many schemes, so many different looks. You know what I'm saying? It could be your game, Devontae Smith. It could be your game, Dallas Goedert. First off, we definitely underutilized Dallas Goedert and DeAndre Swift. Bring DeAndre Swift back. If the Eagles are smart, bring him back. You got all these running backs on the market. At least we know that DeAndre Swift wasn't as injury prone as a lot of the running backs that are on the market. Minus Derrick Henry, that guy's a beast. If you're in the catbird seat, if you get Derrick Henry, I'm just going to be honest. But I must admit, what we had with DeAndre Swift, it makes me feel just as good. That's what I have from all of this, man. I think that, I just think that deep down, man, Kellen Moore is going to do what he needs to do. The only thing we have to worry about with Kellen Moore is the friction that it may cause with him and Nick Sirianni, because he just may outshine Nick Sirianni that much. I want you guys to remember this, because this is on Charge the Game podcast, man. I don't know. There may be other reports out there, but I think that Kellen Moore is going to upstage and perform better than Nick Sirianni. And I think that the team is going to follow Kellen Moore eventually. I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm right. So Eagle fans, weigh in. Let me know your thoughts, comments, and concerns. Let me know how you feel about this. Let me know how you feel about Nick Sirianni. Let me know how you feel about the new DC and the new OC as well. I look forward to hearing your comments. Please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you guys like the content. Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Charge the Game. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Like always, go Birds. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.